Yo, 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 welcome to the ARL round 3 at Donington Park. I was a bit worried about this weekend, to be honest. I'd been putting in practice throughout the week. Not too much, not as much as Alton Park, but still practice nonetheless. And yeah, really struggled pretty much all week. I think I dipped into the 129s once, high 129s as well. So what you're currently watching is practice. But yeah, no, we're gonna try and bounce back from round 2 at Alton Park last Thursday. We had decent pace, but just no consistency. So we're really hoping to flip that. My mindset going into this race was to have a bit more consistency than last time. Maybe less pace, not as focused on the pace, but more just staying on the track and getting around without any accidents. I feel like, yeah, did a pretty good job of that. So what you're watching is me trying to get a lap in, just invalidating after I think I had 3 invalidations in a row, or 2. So far, this is the second one we just watched, and this is the third coming into T1 now. Yeah, this corner right here caught me out so many times throughout the week of practice. I don't know, I was either too early or too late on the brakes. There's no sort of in between. Oh, yep, there we go. There's another invalidation. Just couldn't get the car turned in. But yeah, 3 minutes, 5 seconds left of practice. So far, we've set a 1:31.9, which, yeah, not great. But this one is already looking a little bit better. That 1:31.9 ain't even a valid lap either. If you hear audio cutting in and out, it's because I was in a Discord with my mate Luke. Shout out Luke. And for some reason his voice picked up, so luckily he didn't talk too much whilst I was driving. So yeah, there's not too many times where the audio will cut. You might hear some of those things that you just heard. Don't know if you did, but it's not very often at all. Kind of most of it is in the practice. But yeah, so pretty worried about this week or this race. Just have no pace. Went into the Discord. Some of these guys are saying throughout the week they're doing 1:28. So I'm like, fucking hell, I'm about 2 seconds off that. So, and 2 seconds is a lot in motor racing. This corner here as well was also really tricky to get right. A lot of the times I felt like I could have been earlier on the brakes, but if I went, sorry, could have been later on the brakes. But if I went any later, then yeah, we would have gone into the grass area. So that's the first valid lap that we did, was a 1:33. And then we ran out of fuel. So this is me thinking, shit, I'm P18. Is this what we're going to be like for quali? And so here is quali. 15 minutes of quali. I'm thinking, yep, I'll overtake these guys for the track position. Don't want to really get caught up in too much quali traffic. But then here we go then. After the out lap, onto the first flying lap of qualifying. Can we just set a good time? That's all we're looking for. We're just looking for a bit of grid position for the race to set us up nicely. But like I say, I am awful at this track. A lot of the guys are saying they prefer this to Alton Park. They don't like Alton Park. I am the opposite. As you see, we went a little bit deep, but just managed to keep it on the track. Yeah, Alton Park is a lot easier, I think, to drive. This track for me is a lot harder to master than Alton Park. Not to say I've mastered Alton Park, but I feel like I could master Alton Park a lot easier than Donington. But yeah, no, it's always fun, I guess, learning new tracks and trying to just get rid of that time, basically. Get those lap times down, even if it's 1,000th of a second. I have done some, not setup work, but force feedback setting work and stuff. I had really bad clipping. Some of the guys telling me to adjust my force feedback and lower them. so I'm not just getting clipping, which is essentially just heavy steering at that point, no actual feedback from the tyre or the ground. Also lowered my tyre temps because apparently they were way too high. So yeah, thank you to all you guys. And also, well, that was our first quali lap. It was a 1:37, so definitely can improve on that. But yeah, just want to say thank you very much to all of the guys who watched the video. The last video, it's done well good. I didn't think it would get that many views. Had some nice feedback from some of the guys in the Discord as well, which is nice. And on this, I was just about to say, I have been playing around with editing a little bit. I've done a bit more fast forwarding, but as you saw, we just invalidated. I didn't want to do too much chopping and cutting. I think I still have with this video, but I think there's way more like sort of speed up, fast forward things, because then I feel like if you just keep cutting and cutting and cutting, you kind of lose sight of where you are, or it's hard for a viewer to kind of track where you are. Just about managed to keep it on there, keep it on the track. I'm very surprised that wasn't track limit. But we are 9 temps up now, a second up. Guy ahead's gone off. We've got a massive, well, not a massive, but a fairly large size of oversteer coming out of there. Just about corrected it, but yeah. So 1 second going into that section, and then six temps out. So it's crazy how much time you can lose just from having a little bit of oversteer and just trying to correct that. This corner was always a bit scary because, yeah, like you just saw, my steering wheel went fully, well, not fully, but went, you know, a decent bit left. So I was a bit worried about that throughout the race, if it was just going to chuck me off and onto the grass. 1.1 up now then, coming up to the final corner. Another one that I struggled with braking. I was using the marker on the left-hand side of the track to try to judge it, but even still felt early and late sometimes. So there we go then, a 1:29.5 was the best lap we have done so far. We are boxing and going to refuel and go for another run. Yep, just checking where I am. Currently P15. So we've done the out lap and then this is the lap. A couple guys going off. Yeah, just trying to get a lap in, really. Just trying to decrease our position. We're currently P18. We are what, 4? Yep, no, that's how you lose. We lost 4. We gained and lost 4 temps in one corner. So, you know, it's just Donington for you. I really can't get on with it very well. Went off there. Currently negative on the delta as well. Now we're back to positive. Yeah, there we go. Just about kept it positive there in the delta. It's fractional gains, this. Quite literally 0.02 of a second faster, but fast is faster nonetheless. Yep, still currently sat in P18. We've come back to normal speed. We're at hyper speed, and we've gone off. Lap invalidated. So this will basically leave us with 1 more lap. 8 seconds to go. We've just about crossed the line. Couple laps worth of fuel in hindsight is a mistake, but I was just thinking, mate, I'm just gonna fucking send it. Let's just send it. We're P18. Quite a lot to gain, not really much to lose. Let's just try and chuck it in the corners and see how far we get. Ultimately, well, you'll see in about 2 seconds, we didn't get that far. We just, yeah, there we go, went off straight away, and that was my qualifying done. P18 then for the race. Not great. Quite annoyed with myself. But what can you do? What can you do other than just, you know, not be stupid aggressive in the race, but, you know, try and get some positions early, and people are bound to make mistakes. So if we can keep it clean, that's 3 positions for us. So here we are then. I don't know how many times I've said that already. Maybe none, maybe 8, I don't know. Rolling start it is. These ones always sketch me out a little bit, especially these. Oh, nearly went into. Oh, it was twice. Nearly went into the back of Lexus. That was pretty close. But yeah, these rolling starts always scare me, especially with the hold 70. I'm always worried I'm going to slip my foot and do over 70 whilst crossing the line, as you'll see. Here we go. Yeah, held it above 70 for a bit. We're just watching out for the reaction time. Bang, green light. We get the jump on the Lexus ahead, and I think we got the Bentley to our right here. Down into T1 then, keep it nice and clean. The Lexus come up our inside. I think we got the Bentley still on our inside, so just trying to not make any collisions. We're actually inside the Bentley. Bit of a, I don't know what it's called, when the cars up ahead are going a bit slower, and then that causes us to suddenly have to stop. Happened to in the Portuguese Grand Prix like 2 years ago, I think it was. I can't remember. But here we go then. Yeah. So lap 1, just trying to keep it clean. There's a guy that's gone off. Are we going to nab him? No, we had a slight bit of oversteer. Tyres aren't quite up to temperature yet. Not quite there. We've got the Lexus coming up our inside, but I think we're going to shut the door. Yeah, we've shut the door. Absolutely fine. A couple guys have gone off. That gains us position P14, and after 1 lap, 4 positions gained. Are we going to go up the inside? No, we're not. We're going to just stay behind, stay put behind this Bentley. Couple yellow flags in sector 3. I'm not surprised about that one bit. I'd say it's a pretty good first lap. We're going to go down the inside of the Bentley. Are we going to get them stuck? Stick? We're not. The Audi in front broke a little bit. Well, we nearly hit the guy in front, I think, causing us to back out. Checking where the guy's on my left. He's up the inside. He's got the track position. We're going to have to concede that. Still got the Lexus having a little look up on our behind, and no, nothing's happened. So lap 2, or officially lap 1, I guess. Massive accident. We just about miss it. 1, 2. I think that was 4-car collision there. Promotes us to P10. Just about missed it. I think if we were any closer to that Bentley, we would have got caught up in that. So bloody fucking perfect timing for me, really. Big gain. That's 4 cars. It promotes us P18 to P10. 8 positions gained within about 2 laps. Or 1.5 laps, say. Next up, we've got P9, then 2.1 ahead. Let's see, the charge is on. We've massive motivation gain here. 8 positions. Some of them we legitimately took, and others was just accidents from other drivers. Job's on then, lads. Job's on. Let's see if we can make any positions. I think the guys ahead are a bit quicker, but mistakes will happen. And it's just essentially my job to try and act when those mistakes do happen, and just try and get past when I can. Coming up to lap 2 then, or what officially is lap 2. Kept it pretty clean, pretty happy with my performance so far. Obviously a personal fastest lap. Yeah, big group of cars ahead actually. These guys are all pretty bunched up from the start. They're all pretty close on pace. It's a similar situation to last weekend. The white car ahead makes a bit of a risky move. The red car goes off straight into the barriers. Another 2 positions gained. Promotes us to P8 then. P8, I'm happy with that. A top 10 finish is way, way better than our P20. Was it? Yeah, P20 last week. Got a slow car ahead. Guy has gone off. Question is, does he have damage? I am not sure. Doesn't look like he does. He's still got decent pace, and this is basically the issue that I had. I was slightly quicker than the guys behind, not as quick as the guys in front. So I very much found myself in no man's land again in this race, and we're only 5 minutes in, or less than 5 minutes in, and into the race, and yeah, already finding myself in no man's land. So now it's basically my race to my P8 to lose at this point. Shout out to Richard Oakes, just behind me. He's a very nice guy. I mean, everyone in this lobby, they're all really sound, but I've spoken personally with Richard Oakes, and yeah, he's a proper nice guy. On to lap 4 then. 3 laps completed, or is this lap 3? I don't fucking know. Bentley ahead, just come out of the pits. I believe this was actually the Bentley we were fighting just a couple laps ago. He is now P22, blue flag. Will come out. This guy was quick. This guy was quick, as we will see later on in this race. He did have some decent pace on him. Pressured me a lot, but that's soon to come. 3 temps up on the Delta now. We do want to be doing sort of 130s, low 130s is really the goal. But I was just trying to keep it clean, basically, not have any stupid errors or anything like that. So here we go. The Bentley lets us through, which in hindsight was a massive hurt to his race. Yeah, he did the right thing. He was I was behind him, blue flag, whatever. But yeah, bad mistake, I think. I mean, like I said, he did nothing wrong. He only did the right thing, but he was actually quicker than me. So this was a bit of a mistake for him, I think. And also, I guess, for me, because I now have a Bentley behind me, and I'm worried that if he's going to get bored or not. Yeah, I was worried that he was just going to get bored and punt me off because I'm in his way. But no, I can tell you now he didn't. And I actually spoke to him after the race, running a little bit deep there. I spoke to him after the race, and he said he apologises for the pressure, but obviously the pressure was on me. You know, I put that in my own head, essentially. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's keeping up with us now. Just in and out of that mirror distance. But I can tell you now, he does. He does stay right on our chuff through there. Yeah, good guy, good driver. Decent pace. That Bentley is quick in a straight line as well. I did dabble. I did dabble with the Bentley. I tried a couple new cars out for this championship, but I've stuck with the Beamer. I felt one of the Bentleys, actually, I think it was the 2019 one, had a bit of rear instability or unstable at the rear. The car ahead has actually made a mistake, and we are on his chuff, 1.4 by the end of the lap with 1.3, 1.5, 2 seconds back. Lap 6 then. Another bit of fast forwarding. It was it's a tricky one. Got the Bentley behind within a second, constantly within a second, and the guys ahead are just too quick. The best lap is a 1:30.032, so we're still not quite there with where we want to be lap time wise. But the guy behind, actual car behind, is I think that is that 5? That is 6 seconds behind. 5.5. So yeah, we want to be watching out of him. I've gone in pretty deep here. The Bentley's come up my inside, but again, I guess in his head he's blue flagged. It's not his race to be in. So he backed out. So that's no fair play, respect to that guy. Just under 5 temps now. 4 temps across the line then. That is a 1:29.6. So that's the kind of lap times that we want to be putting in from now. Like I said at the start of this, I really just didn't feel comfortable around this track. I didn't like it. I think it was just me gone off there. That's our first track warning track limit warning. 3 more of them, I think it is, or 2 more of them, and that's a penalty. But yeah, didn't feel comfortable. I just didn't feel like I could push without making errors. And I suppose in the long run, if you look at it, if you can be slower per lap, but if you're more consistent, then ultimately you're going to be faster. If you don't crash, if you're pushing every lap trying to get a good lap time in, and it's a high risk of crashing or spinning out, then ultimately you're going to be faster. just being a little bit slower, being more consistent. So that's the end of this is the end of lap 8. The Bentley goes in super deep, actually overtakes us, but we get a nicer exit, or he lets us through. One of the two. And he backs out of that. So he knows that he's quicker than me, and he knows that he needs to get past me if he wants any chance of sort of redeeming his sort of track position or getting a faster lap, I suppose. So yeah, lap 9. Nearly halfway through the race, not quite. Constant yellow flags, that guy's in the barrier. We've gone off the track there. Bentley is once again on our chuff. And just here, we'd lost the rear a little bit, and then we just get a couple hits of oversteer. Took a couple tries to correct that. Only happened a couple times in the race did I get that kind of oversteer. And then obviously the power of the Bentley, yeah, he can just stay with us, stays with us. I've obviously broken way too early, and he's nearly touched us coming up to that corner. I don't know what corner it is, but it's third to last corner, I suppose. Nearly touched us. So yeah, this guy is desperate to get behind us. The gap behind to P9 then 4.7 seconds, even less now, 3.9, 4.1. It's his last lap was a 1:30.7. My last lap was a 1:30.4. So we are maintaining the gap. Car ahead's gone off. Luckily, you can just about see his car swings to the left and not the right. Otherwise, that would have been our game over. So thank God that his car spun to the left. So as you heard, yep, slow in sector 3. I guess that's where majority of our time is lost, is in sector 3. Gone in slightly deep there. The car behind's followed our line through, and he's done a similar thing. You know, it happens a lot in this game. You follow someone's line, they mess up, you mess up, unless you're on it and switched on. Sometimes it's easy just to sit back and just follow. Brake when they brake kind of thing, or just before they brake. But yeah, it's a tricky race, to be honest with you. A sweaty race as well, because I'm here in P8. Guy behind, I'm shitting it. Yeah, and then this is where I checked the gap behind to Richard Oakes, 33.8. Something massive has happened behind. Perfect time to let the Bentley in front. Whew, pressure is off now. We don't have to worry. We just got to not fuck it, and we should cross the line. But I think there was a bit of an incident with those guys behind P9 up to sort of P14. I think there was a bit of a crash or something. I mean, 35 seconds back. So, you know, I'm not really sure what happened there. So the pressure from 5 seconds gone, and the blue flag guy was gone. But I was a bit worried because I was kind of sticking with him a little bit more than what I thought he would. He's had a really bad T1, or a pretty bad T1, and now I'm riding his chuff. But I'm just gonna half throttle, not worry about it through there, because I know he's quicker than me. I just gotta be patient. Luckily, the gap behind was a large one, so I had time to lose a little bit. Obviously, didn't want to lose too much just in case of an incident. But, yeah, I didn't mind staying behind this guy a little bit. Or, you know, I didn't want to overtake him straight away, just because he had a bit of an error. I knew he was quicker than me. And this is pretty much where, yeah, he pulls away from here. I don't even think we can really see the back of his car after this lap. Just pulling and pulling and pulling. It's quite hard to talk straight for, what's it now, 24 minutes. 24 and a half minutes talking straight. Voice is starting to go. Bit of a shit exit there, wiggled the wheel. Wasn't too happy about that. Skipped the whole lap because nothing happened. Just no man's land. I think I skipped the whole lap. I can't remember. I think I did. Yeah, nothing happened. So, you know, it'd be boring to watch something where nothing happened. Although, unfortunately, half of the race was pretty much this. We've gone in quite deep. We've gone off no time limits gained there, fortunately. I mean, obviously we were basically mowing the grass. That corner I did struggle with actually, where I went off, and same with this one. In practice throughout the week, I would spin quite a bit through there. Slow car ahead then, so some sort of incident has happened. We got P Bourne up ahead, 4.4 seconds is the gap. But again, they're just a bit quicker. We'll see that at the end of this lap what kind of lap times they're doing it compared to me. I am a second, 1.2 seconds off my best. Yeah, it's going to be about 1.3 actually. So they did a 1:29, I think it was. Couldn't quite see in time. Something like that. Basically quicker than me, which is fine. Like I say, I just didn't like this track. I didn't get along. I'm wondering if any of the other guys preferred Alton to this, because I certainly did. Just didn't enjoy it, man. Just didn't enjoy it. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes doesn't sound like that many laps, but it is a decent amount of laps. Sort of 4 or 5 laps left, maybe 6. Actually, no, it's like 6, 7 laps left, I think, or just less than that. I don't fucking know. What kind of T1 is this? Quite a slow T1, but a relatively safe T1, which is how I played it majority of the time. This is the end of that lap then. That lap, again, nothing happened. No man's land. The pace behind, we've got A. Lambert behind, 31, 32, 35, 36 is the gap. Yeah, guys ahead, too quick, so pretty much on my own, which is great. Makes for a less stressful race, I suppose, if you're racing someone. Gone off there as well, but yeah, makes for a less stressful race. I'd rather have a smoother riding race than a stressful, constant battling, even though that would make for a good video, but we'll see if that happens this season. Remember as well, we are actually a race behind everyone as Ellis goes off. I actually really like Ellis. I did some practicing with him at Alton Park. Super nice guy. Just sort of getting to grips with the game, I believe. But yeah, I had to take to the grass a little bit to get past because he was blue flagged, but that's alright. Sort of running his own race, doing his own thing, which is cool. Didn't really have a problem with that, but yeah, no, he's a nice guy. Like I said, most of these guys in this league are super nice guys. No, I don't think I think the horrible guys or the guys that have less nice things, as we go off that, less nice things to say, have been removed from the league. So this is the, I think, second to last lap then. I'm going to speed through this bad boy. Damn, the race flies when you're trying to basically wrap over it. Yeah, what's the gap behind then? So the gap behind to P9 is 30, I think that's 30 seconds. Yeah, 35 seconds there. Yeah, I did overfuel the car slightly, but I'd rather have more fuel than less. So here we go, coming up to the final lap, and we're going to ride on board with the final lap. We're not going to speeding off or whatever. No fast forwarding. We're going to ride on board because this was our best lap of the race, where I just thought, fuck it. We're 22 seconds to the car behind, 23. The time is constantly changing, but I think it is going. Time's going up, I guess. Let's just send it, man. Let's just absolutely send the car and see if we can improve on our 29.6, which is our best lap. Yeah, so 2 temps up so far then through, I believe, Sector 1, or is Sector 1 coming into Sector 2? I have no idea. Maybe we've already done that. I don't know this track very well. Yellow flag. So guy's gone off, so this could be an opportunity for P7 here. Unfortunately, I think we were a bit too far back. With 3 temps up on the Delta. Coming into the... Okay, this is Sector 3 3 temps up, 4 temps up, 5 temps up. Really nice exit there. That puts us 7 up. 7 temps up with 2 corners to go. 2 are probably my worst corners other than T1. Yeah, that's a decent corner. We gained a little bit of time through there, I think. Then we did lose some time on the exit. And then here we go then, final turn, get the car tucked in nicely, watch the delta, climbs, and then across the line, it is going to be a 128.9, so eventually we did dip into the 128s. And that was the race, P8, P18's a P8. This is the champion, this is the race, sorry, so that you can see my name, P8, that is a decent amount of points. What is that? Yeah, 36 points, and then that is the standings. We went from P25, was it last time? Or was it P20 last time? No, I think it was P25 last time to P16 in the championship. And you've got to remember, we are a race behind some of these guys. And some of these guys have only done 2 races as well, which is fair enough. But yeah, so I think potentially a top 10 could be a top 10 finish in the championship for ARL Thursday night sprint races. Could be a possibility. Maybe we should set that as a goal. But yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. Once again, thank you for all the support on the previous video. Well done to everyone that raced. From my side, it was me racing other people. It was pretty damn clean. Other than that, I think it was lap 2, lap 3 incident, where I just about managed to avoid it. But yeah, thank you so much for the support. Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, Silverstone next week, a more familiar circuit. I predict the Bentleys are going to be pretty strong around there, but we're going to give it our all and get practice in. So thank you very much, and yeah, appreciate you all. See you later.